Now the wicked stepmother, who had all of the sweet, clean water that she wanted, grew suspicious when Yehtsin was always smiling, and she thought that she would find out what was causing her such happiness. And she hid behind a bush, and when Yehtsin had dropped the water inside of the palace, she hid behind the bush and watched her say, fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." She couldn't stop herself. The wicked stepmother gasped when she saw the fish come to the top of the water and start to sing for Yehtsin. In her heart she spoke to herself, "That fish shall be mine, and it shall sing for me." But she wondered how she could do it. She waited until the next morning, and when Yehtsin had gone up the path to go and fetch the water, the wicked woman stood by the side of the river and said, "Oh fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." But the fish would not rise to the top of the water. She knew that her voice was too harsh, so she tried again. Oh fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." The fish heard the bidding, came to the top of the water, but when it looked and saw that it was not Yehtsin, it swam beneath the rippling water. The woman spoke again out loud, "That fish shall sing for me." And she put a scheme inside of her head, and that night, when Yehtsin returned, she would say to her, "Oh Yehtsin, oh Yehtsin, I would wish for you to wear a better coat than the coat that you have. Would you like to wear my beautiful coat?" The coat was filled with all of the colours of the rainbow. It had beautiful scenes of lotus flowers by the side of clear mountains. Yehtsin didn't wait for a single second, and she took off her own raggedy coat and put on the thick, warm coat of her stepmother. She was surprised but pleased that her stepmother was being kind to her, and the next day off she went to fetch the water. But the wicked stepmother stood by the side of the river with Yehtsin's coat upon her back and spoke, oh fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." The fish heard the bidding, looked through the water and could see Yehtsin's coat, and it was just about to sing at the top of the water when it looked to the face and saw that it was not Yehtsin. So down it swam beneath the rippling water. But this time this wicked woman spoke to herself and said, "If that fish will not sing for me, it shall not sing for anyone." She stood again by the water's edge and spoke, Oh fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." She had her back towards the river, and the fish came to the top of the water, had heard the bidding, saw the coat, was just about to start to sing when the woman reached inside of the cuff of the coat, and there she pulled out a long and slender, sharp, silvery knife. And when she turned, she plunged that knife deep into the heart of the fish and pulled it from out of the water. With its dying struggling, it wriggled at the end of the blade, and the woman was triumphant. "Good. If you will not sing for me, you shall not sing for anyone." She prepared the fish, cleaned it, cooked it, and when Yehtsin came back down from the mountain, she stood at the door and said, "My sweet daughter Yehtsin, would you wish to eat with your father and I at the table?" Wu thought that the fish that he ate was the best that had ever lain upon his tongue. The wicked stepmother ate twice as much as anyone, but there was something about the taste of the fish that stopped Yehtsin from eating it, and she ran out from that place, but not before the wicked woman, had taken her coat back. "Here, you can wear your own raggedy coat." Yehtsin, heartbroken, stood by the side of the river by the light of the moon and said, "Oh fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." Nothing. "Fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." And still there was nothing. Fish, oh beautiful fish, please sing a song for me." As she stood there, the salty tears ran down her cheek and fell down and into the river, and as they rippled, as her reflection cleared, she could see that standing next to her was an old man. He placed his arm about her shoulder and said, "Yehtsin, your fish loved you very much. What you must do is go to the back of the house, and there you will find your fish's bones." Yehtsin sobbed. "There you will find your fish's bones. You must take each of the bones and wrap them in a blanket, and every night you can make a wish. But every night you must wish for one thing for yourself and one thing for someone else." Yehtsin was still so upset from hearing that a fish was dead that she rubbed at her eyes, and when she looked, the old man was gone. But she didn't hesitate. She went to the back of the house, and there she collected up all of the bones as the wicked stepmother smiled and said, "So, do you wish to make some soup from the bones of your fish, oh beautiful fish?" Yehtsin paid no notice to her and ran back to her cave. She didn't truly believe that these bones could be used to wish for things, but she took the biggest of all of the bones and held it in her hand and held it up and said, "I would wish that there would be a door to this cave so that I can lock the terrible world outside away. And I also wish that everyone in this village will have a fire that will never go out." No sooner had she said these words than the door appeared to the mouth of a cave, and she could hear the people cheering inside of the village as all of them watched in wonder at a fire in their fireplaces that would not go out. So she knew that it was true, and every night she would wish one thing for herself and one thing for someone else. She wished for fine clothes for herself, and that no one would know what it was to be sick. She would wish for good shoes for her feet, and she would wish that the old man who had never walked for so many years, the old man who had never walked for nearly 20 years, that he could get up and dance. And it was always the same. One thing for herself and one thing for someone else.